adventure. Let's go, 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 and have some adventure with Tom and let's go, 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 and have some adventure. So those a fun place to be. So those greatest adventure. So those greatest adventure.
On the island of Sodor, there's so many different coaches can talk, like Tom's coaches Annie and Clarabelle, Toby's coach Harinetta, Doug's slip coaches, and Hong Mei's coaches from China Anna and A Long. However, there's also two other coaches that also were like Anna and A Long. And they were Obi and Nathan, all the way from Australia. And they were pulled by Shane. Hello there, you two. Do you mean a good day, Shane? They said cheekily. Oh, very funny, you two, even though we're on Sodor now, said Shane, laughing, and he pulled Obi and Nathan away. Of course, back then on the Australia Railway, Shane, Obi and Nathan used to live there, and they were Shane's coaches. And of course, when they moved to Sodor, they were still Shane's coaches, no matter what. They liked having jokes with each other, having fun with each other, and doing all great things to each other. Obi and Nathan love being Shane's coaches, and Shane loves Obi and Nathan to be his coaches. One day, the flag patrol called James to Napa station. Ah, James, I've been waiting for you. I've been told to come here, sir. You wanted to speak to me? Yes, said the flag controller. Now, James, all the coaches on the railway are quite busy being used, so we have a lot of passengers coming. Yes, sir, said James. Well, for today now, Shane is busy taking some few goods trains. So today you can use Obi and Nathan for your passenger trains. Okay, sir. Sir, that should be nice. So I did pour them back in Australia before. It should be fun pouring them on Sodor. Indeed, said the flight controller. Now, off you go now and go and collect them. Jane was happy and puffed away. At the yard where Obi and Nathan were, James soon arrived. How are you two? Said James. James, they said. James buffed up to them. What are you doing, James? They asked. The flight controller said that I'd take you two out on my branch line because all the other coaches are being used today. The coaches were happy that James was going to take them out for today. Yay! It should be cool seeing your line, they said. James smiled and pulled them away. Soon they arrived at the station where James normally collected passengers. Obi and Nathan were surprised. They even saw some other engines there, even smaller ones. What are they? They said. James chuckled. They are the Navigate engines. What are Navigate engines? They said. James chuckled. Ha! Navigate engines are smaller engines. And they have small tracks, small rolling stock, and small parts or wheels like others. We are called standard gauge engines, which means we're standard gauge coaches. Precisely, said James. Now you're getting it. The coaches were amazed. Wait until you see the rest of my branch line. The guard blew whistle, and James puffed away. Just then they were coming up to a big yard. Whoa, they said, what is that? Oh, this is the Coleman's Gates yard. And right behind you, you can see my big shed there, where I live with this engine called Ivor. The two coaches saw Ivor for shunting in the yard. Who's the brake van? They said. Oh, that's my brake van, Rachel. Whoa, James, there's some big sheds back there. Well, it was kind of the same as Tinton's sheds. James continued on. I even got I even work at night with the mail train, and Ivor works at night pulling coal trucks around so make sure we engines got coal. That's so cool, they said. Ivor saw James, and Ivor whistled. Hello, James. Hello, James, said Rachel and Ivor. James whistled back. Hello, you two. And Aubrey and Nathan said hello too. But Ivor and Rachel didn't know who they were. On James's journey, the two coaches saw some beautiful scenery. And they thought James has the most gorgeous line on the whole railway. Just then, James had stopped at the signal, and there beside him was Hong Mei, including An Han and Li Long. Hello, handsome engine, said Hong Mei. Hello, gorgeous, said James. Aubrey and Nathan were puzzled. James, are you okay? Oh, sorry about that, Aubrey and Nathan. Hong Mei, meet Aubrey and Nathan from Australia. We went there before we came to China. Pleased to meet you. And Hong Mei is my girlfriend. Do you mean girl train? Said Aubrey and Nathan cheekily. James and Hong Mei chuckled a bit. But that's a bit weird, said Aubrey and Nathan. Don't worry. You'll get used to it. We first fell in love when Hong Mei first ran out of coal. Until Thomas spoiled everything. Don't worry, he apologized in the end. Pardon me. Aubrey and Nathan, meet Hong Mei's coaches, Anna and Li Long. They are also from China. Pleased to meet you, said Anna and Li Long. Pleased to meet you too, said Aubrey and Nathan. I brought Anna and Li Long in China one time, I think, said James. Like how I did with you two, Aubrey and Nathan. What about this? Well, that's cool, James, they said. Just then the signal turned green for Hong Mei. I better be off. See ya, James. See ya, Aubrey and Nathan. See ya, said Anna and Li Long. See you three, said Aubrey, Nathan, and James as they often puffed away. There goes my loved one. You two must be the first two engines fell in love, said Aubrey and Nathan. Don't worry. You get used to it, like I said. It was hard for some of the engines to get used to it. Just then the signal turned green, and James pulled the coaches away. Soon they arrived at the next station. Here we are, said James. What's going to happen to the passengers now? Will someone get on board and get off, like you do always? Oh yes, Aubrey and Nathan. Our bad. Still, said James. This is getting fun, isn't it? Of course, you have one of the most beautiful lines we ever seen, the coaches said. James was flattered. Well, thank you, Aubrey and Nathan. That's kind of you. Aubrey and Nathan were happy. They loved James' line so much. Soon the guard blew his whistle, and Aubrey and Nathan pulled by James puffed away again. Soon James arrived back at Crowens Gate with Aubrey and Nathan. The passengers got off, and it was the last passenger train James was pulling. Right. Better get you two back to Shane. Agreed, they said. And James pulled them away. Soon James arrived with Aubrey and Nathan back at the yards. Shane was there as well, filling up water and coal. James shoved them back into the siding. Hello, Jamo, said Shane. And oh, Shane. Why the party not saying good day? Well, we're just trying to get used to running to your solar axe. James chuckled. Well, if you didn't mind, the factory told me to borrow Aubrey and Nathan for today. Yeah, and James had one of the most gorgeous lines on the branch line, said Aubrey and Nathan. But that's cool to hear, said Shane. Anyways, thanks for bringing them back, James. Let me know in case you need them again. Okay, said James. James was uncoupled from the coaches and puffed away. See you guys. See ya, they said. Well, I better get some work done myself. Dustin, before Shane was leaving, he saw Obi and Nathan. Some faces on them. Are you two okay? Said Shane. Yeah, we're okay. Shane was with his friends, but he had to puff away to work. Obi and Nathan were thinking about what drove today's train. They 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 liked James pointing some out and had a gorgeous line, and they thought of this, that they want to be his coaches. They thought about throughout the day and nighttime too, even asleep. Until the next morning, they made an announcement. Shane, they said. Shane called up to them, and Tamika wanted to see it as well. Yes, said Shane. We got something to tell you. What is it? Said Shane. Shane was hoping it was nothing too bad. We want to be James's coaches, they said. Tamika was surprised by this. Aubrey and Nathan were worried if Shane was going to get mad and upset about this. But Shane wasn't neither of them. He was happy. Shane, are you angry or upset? Shane chuckled. No, you two. I'm alright with it. You are? They said. Of course. If you want to be James's coaches, that's fine by me. But that means we won't be your coaches anymore, they said. It doesn't matter. There's other coaches on the world that the Fat Controller has, and I can use them. They're not pulling a passer train. But if I do get you coaches, they'll be no good as you. Obi and Nathan laughed. Who knows, maybe sometimes you might pull us if Jane if you needed us or something. True, said Shane. I can go and speak with the Fat Controller at once about this. Obi and Nathan were so happy about this. Thank you, Shane. And Shane puffed away. Tamika was also happy about this as well. Soon, Shane arrived at Napa Station. The Fat Controller was in his office. So I went to Napa Station, but the Fat Controller was. Sir, said Shane. Yes, said the Fat Controller. I have something to tell you. What is it? And Shane explained everything. The Fat Controller was pleased. Very well then, I'll make the arrangements at once. I'll telephone Province Gate and so James will get the good news. You can go and tell Obi and Nathan. Shane was happy and puffed away. But the Fat Controller went back to his office. Soon Shane returned. Well, what did he say? They asked. He said yes. He thinks it's a good idea. Obi and Nathan were so happy. Well, thank goodness he didn't get cross with us. We'll just have to hear what James had to say about this, said Tamika. Meanwhile, at Cronenberg's sheds, welcome came over to the shed. I got some good news, James. What is it? Asked James. Welcome told the whole story. James was delighted. Really? They want to be my coaches? But first, they need to have sort of like a celebration for Shane's last run with them. Okay, said James. James was so delighted about this. Soon, the celebration started. The Fat gave his speeches, and everyone cheered as Shane pulled Obi and Nathan for the last time. Our Napa Station. And they had a good run. Soon, the day's journey was over, and Shane brought back the coaches. Here they are, your brand new coaches, J-Mo. James chuckled. Thanks, Shane, said James. Well, said Obi and Nathan, I guess this is goodbye, Shane. Don't you worry, you two. I'll see you around. Aubrey and Nathan smiled. They knew Shane was correct. Soon, a workman uncovered them, and Shane puffed away. Goodbye, you two. Goodbye, they said. Bye, said the rest. As Shane puffed away, Aubrey and Nathan were going to miss point by Shane. They were so happy that they are now James's coaches. So now James pulls Aubrey and Nathan down the line whenever he needs them. The two coaches live now in the Quoven's Gates yard. Well, but Rachel stays. Aubrey and Nathan like staying in the yard. This think it was cool. However, they sometimes dream they missed Shane. They knew they'd still be friends with Shane, no matter where they are or even what time. They'll always still be friends with Shane.